Good morning, this is Michelle. I am the scribe for collective consciousness, and this is part three of a series that I am doing on how it is that I cleared my sinus congestion. And first of all, it's early in the morning for me. Lately, I've been doing these videos in the morning because I tend to have extra time then. And so my voice is a little bit hoarse. I'm having some lemon water. But I reviewed the last two videos that I made and I thought it was a little bit confusing. So I wanted to cover a couple things. First of all, you can use your fingers to massage your sinuses, okay? Any moisturizer will do. Any moisturizer, any slick oil, if an oil is too thick and tacky, kind of like castor oil, I don't think it would work really good because it wouldn't provide the gliding surface for your tool for clearing out your sinuses. And also, I talked about using a spoon. And the part that I was referencing when using the spoon is this round, softer part, not the, hard edge where it's this side, but the soft part, okay? So if you're using that and you're just pressing it on your sinuses, you don't need to press hard, okay? You just need to make some passes on the skin. That's the way you use it. Again, it's on this part, the round side. The other thing is, in the other video, I showed two different crystal sizes that I have. These are called Gua Sha. I'll put the name in the title or in the description below. And I don't actually use two different sized crystals on my face like I did in the last video. It's just demonstrating the crystals. If I do want to use two at the same time, I would use two that had the same heart shapes, like this one. And I would first put moisturizer on my skin, which I'm not going to do right now, and then I would just glide it across like that. And but see, the reason why I like this one is because you see it has like similar to the natural curvature of the face. This other one that I used in the video, it works great. I used this for years, and I would just kind of angle it. So because it doesn't have that same curvature, angle it here, and then of course going up here as well on the sinuses that are just by the eyebrows. Let's see. I have bought these tools. This one too. In fact, I even used a metal one. And I really wasn't happy with the metal one. I feel like that would be great for the body, for like massage, but I just felt like it also didn't quite glide on the skin as well as the crystal ones. I have not tried the jade. I imagine the jade would work great. I've only tried the quartz crystal, or I guess this one is quartz crystal, and then this one is rose crystal. I don't know if you can see the difference in the color. Rose quartz, and this one is white quartz. And like I said, I have two that are similar size, and I would just kind of mimic the same action on both sides. So I've bought all of these different crystal types, and I actually kind of really like it when they have this little curvature on it, this little nodule, because especially if you're a little clumsy, you can kind of put your finger in that loop right there and hold it, because like I said, I have dropped these before and broken them. So it gives a nice, especially when you're putting oil on your hands or your face, and it gets a little bit more slippery. And I also said in the last video that sometimes or not sometimes, but every day, when I'm washing my face at night with whatever cleanser I have, I first put it on my face, and then because I leave the Gua Sha tools right beside my bathtub, when I wash my face, I just grab one of the tools. I usually just, lately I've been using these ones, and I just leave them beside my bathtub, and I reach over and I do it when my face is soapy. So it is helpful to have something that has a little bit of an edge so that you're not like dropping it. But they're not that expensive. You can find them for around $10, I think. And if you buy more than one, the price goes way down. But they sell on Amazon. I don't think I'm going to put any links in the description, but I will put what they're called. so you can search yourself. But I've bought many of them on Amazon, and but at the same time, I want to encourage you, before you go out and buy any, you know, try the round part of a spoon, or try your fingertips. That's what I did for the first whole month. Was, well, the first couple of weeks I did fingers. It's been like 6 years, I don't remember exactly, but I did fingers, and then I ended up finding that a spoon could be used. And then within a month I was given these crystals, the Gua Sha tool, and that's my favorite by a long shot. But if you find that using your fingertips or the spoon is helpful, by all means move on to the Gua Sha tool if you want to. I am curious to know if you are trying any of this and if it's helping you, because it's been really impactful for me. And it doesn't get rid of 100% of my congestion, but I've never used it like multiple times a day, or for that matter, even 7 days a week. I often will skip a day here and there. I just forget. And I imagine that the more I would use it, the better benefits I would get. And but I'm curious to see how this has worked for you. I've been doing it now for around 6 years, and so I haven't had one allergy pill since. I did have to take some allergy pills. I mentioned in one of the first or second videos that I went on vacation and I forgot to bring my Gua Sha tools, and I just forgot to do it. I just got lazy, and it took me a good couple weeks of using it before I was able to notice a difference again. And so I did have some difficulty during that period. And also, I want to say another thing that I've noticed is that if you live in a place that has like seasonal allergies, or seasonal pollen, for example, like I do. I live in Florida, and there's a lot of oak trees, and not just oak. And usually what I do in preparation for oak season is I just start treating the area. More often. Like, I kind of, instead of doing 4 or 5 treatments a week, I might do 7, or even sometimes a couple of times a day, just so that the sinuses are extra clear, so that when the oak's pollen starts coming out, it's not so challenging on my sinuses. And that's worked really, really well. The first year, I remember that I was using Gua Sha, or this sinus clearing technique. It was my first year in Florida, and I didn't know I was going to be so affected by the pollen. And so I really didn't know that I should be giving like additional attention to that area leading up to it. And I definitely was affected very strongly by the pollen. Definitely it was way easier because of the sinus clearing tool. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you try it. If you do, leave a comment. Thank you. I will leave, let's see, I'm going to leave the name of the tool in the description. I'm not going to put any links. You can look for your own links. And have a great week.